I couldn't believe this. So our girl Kay Adams, who's fantastic, an incredible talent, she had Rob Gronkowski on her show the other day. Now, I think we all agree Rob is a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Definitely.
It might be the best tight end of all time.
You could make the argument. And I'm not convinced he's retired. Okay? He's retired, but until he signs that second WWE contract, I don't really believe he's retired. Because that's true, by the way.
Do you think he'd love that?
He was in the WWE.
I know, but do you think he loved it doing it?
Yes, I think the pandemic hit, and that changed everything.
Yeah.
And I think he realized, I'm not doing the pandemic
But the
WWE.
it's a grind. Like, it's a lot of travel.
It is.
But it wouldn't be for Gronk, though, Tiki. He would just do special shows, stuff like that. He wouldn't be on the road
he's not
all the
an
time.
everydayer.
No, he'd be like Logan Paul.
Yeah, exactly. He'd take the Logan Paul schedule. But he signed with WWE after his first retirement. Then the pandemic hits, says forget it, and then obviously ends up back in the NFL.
Yeah.
So to me, and I'm not even joking when I say this, I don't believe Gronk's retired until he signs with WWE. Because I think he wants to do that clearly. When he does that, all right, he's done. He's not going to do it again.
Yeah.
So he hasn't done that. So Kay Adams asks the question we all want to know. Now that your binky isn't there anymore, Tom Brady, who would you come back and play for? What would everyone's guess be? We'd all assume the same thing. We'd all assume it would be Robert Saleh, Aaron Rodgers, and the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Except Rob Gronkowski swerved us.
I love to pretend that I can still play. Just makes me feel
you
good.
could. You definitely could still play.
No, I can't. I'm washed up.
Who's the coach that
But
has
I
the,
just like to pretend.
Who's the coach that has the best chance to get you out of retirement?
He's thinking very hard.
Brian Daboll.
Really?
Brian Daboll. Did you see that coming?
No, not at all. Here's the thing. I don't know if I noticed this until I just went and looked at his statistics. Like, when you, as a wide receiver, if you get to 10,000 yards, you've accomplished something. You get to 100 touchdowns, you've accomplished something. Rob Gronkowski is 34 years old. He has not played. He did not play last season. He is 714 yards away from 10,000.
Which is something he could do in a complete season.
100%.
He's had 1,000-yard years a lot of times in his career.
At 32 in Tampa, he had 800 yards. He
Right.
had 1,000 yards 4 times. Now, he was obviously younger. And 8 touchdowns that's stealing, especially in a giant offense that needs big bodies, right? Big tight ends.
Imagine him and Darren Waller.
I'm telling
my
you,
God,
a
that
1-2
two tight ends
punch would be amazing. I don't think he's going to play again because I know physically it's a challenge to get back to it. And he's not that he stopped working out, but I don't think he's worked out like to the level that you have to be at a tight end in the NFL. So it's a grind to get back, especially at 34 years old. But man, if Brian Daboll reached out to him and begged him to come,
Doesn't he have to at this point?
Let's say Darren Waller gets hurt or whatever.
Darren Waller doesn't have to get hurt. You never have enough tight ends. Ask Bill Belichick.
Yeah, but I don't. It's just a lot of.
A lot of what? What's the problem? You have a superstar Hall of Famer who basically said, the only team I'll play for is the New York Giants. That's what he said.
I think it could become a distraction.
What's the distraction?
It's because he's 34 years old and hasn't played in a
And
year.
he's old and slow. By the way,
Yeah.
Brian Daboll was his tight end coach for the 4 big prime years of his career.
No, that's the connection,
That's
obviously.
obviously the connection.
He
That's
didn't
right.
randomly pick his name, but he also has other coaches who he could come up with that he has relationships
Evan,
with.
I know this is going to pain you to hear this. There's a team in town that doesn't want to add aging Hall of Fame players where their best days are behind them. Okay, and it's the New York Giants. And right now, the Giants, I say this seriously.
What
are
are
in a
you
pos-
implying?
Well, I'm just saying there are certain teams in town that go goo-goo gaga because they got a Hall of Famer and think they're getting the same kind of player. The Giants right now are in a spot where they're trying to get faster. They're trying to stretch the field. Jalen Hyatt, Darren Waller, say what you want to say, he's still really fast. Paris Campbell, really fast. None of these guys are superstars. We're not in it for the name value.
Yeah, but Sean, come on.
He's
Rodgers,
a hunkering
Rodgers
small
is
man
the
now.
quarterback. Freaking Gronk would
I
be there
didn't
to
say
block
Rodgers.
and party in
He is
Hoboken
not-
during
he
the
is not
week.
blocking. The party in Hoboken would be amazing.
Can you imagine Gronk living in Hoboken or in
That
Chelsea
would be
or in
unreal.
meatpacking?
It'd be unreal.
He's there to catch touchdowns and block. What would he be doing?
He's not going to block.
You don't think he would block
No.
Teak at this point?
No, I don't.
So
Not
then,
at all.
really, what is he doing out there? He's just in the goal line package.
Exactly.
The jumbo
he's,
package.
he's down in the jumbo package on the inside the tight red zone. That's all he would do.
No one's saying he has to be the Hall of Famer that he was, the All-Pro player he was
so
8
Why
years
would
ago.
you do it if you're not?
Right.
Because he's still a productive player,
know,
don't you
but-
think?
Dude, he was so slow the last time we saw him play,
It's
like
one
painfully
thing,
slow.
It's one thing to be like older and still really good. But when you're older and you're a shell of what you were, that can't be enjoyable. And it's painful and it's a grind. And it's now, I don't know, he's got other opportunities, I'm sure, that he could do. I know he's doing other things right now. I just don't see it happening.
If he ever made a comeback,
You
it would
could
have
tell
to
it-
be soon, though, because like he missed 2019. That was the year he was retired. Then
Yes.
he came back a year later. I think if he's away for more than a year, then you're probably right with everything that
Yeah.
you're saying on a serious level.
You
So
could
I think if he's ever coming back, it would have to be like, soon.
But you could also tell that he wasn't, he hasn't been thinking about a comeback because he would have had an answer for K. Like it would have happened.
I mean, he did come up with an answer
Yeah, but he
eventually.
thought about it. He had to think about it. Right?
and Tiki, you think Brian Daboll hasn't thought about it if he really wanted him to be a part of it? He has the connection, too.
Yeah, but I don't think Daboll wants him to. It's not. It's
Exactly.
not top of his mind. Exactly. So what you're saying is if Brian Daboll had wanted Gronk, he had called Gronk and said,
Right.
"Hey, dude."
We wouldn't know this from Kay Adams because Gronk would already be a Giant.
Yeah,
fan.
but now Brian Daboll kind of owes him a phone call. Doesn't he
Yeah,
have to make a phone call? Doesn't he have to say, hey, not Kay, hey, Rob, heard what you were saying.
Now what?
Well, what's up?
Now
You
what?
Interested? Yeah, now what?
Now what?
Now what? You want to play? You want to come to camp? He could be a visitor at Giant Camp. I mean, God knows all these teams do that. Like, you've been doing it all the time, too. All these former players come back. Like, I saw at Jet Camp today. Mark Sanchez was there, fine. Phil Simms was there. Vinny Testaverde was there.
Eric Decker was there too.
Eric Decker was there. Tiki Barber's hanging out at camps.
Peter Schwartz was there.
Was he?
Yes, believe me.
I was hanging out for professional purposes. Every camp I've been to, every single one.
Well, let me ask you then. Because professionally, now obviously you're going to call games on CBS, but you're
Yes.
also a big-time radio host at WFAN. In
That's
fact,
correct.
a lot of people have been giving you a nickname recently,
What is?
Afternoon Tiki. I don't know if you've heard that.
What does that even mean?
Oh, it means afternoon tiki. It means, you're in the afternoon drive after your big deal.
So does that mean you're afternoon Evan?
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah. And Tiki
Is
take
that to be different from mid-morning Tiki?
Yes. Yes, you're a very different guy.
Yes.
I've been told I'm different, so.
take that nickname because mine right now is less ass. And you don't want that.
I kind of like more trash. That's my favorite.
That's the other one.
Oh, more trash is pretty good.
Yeah,
that's
that's
amazing.
catching on.